Question number 36. A particle started its motion in a constant direction with velocity 20 centimeter per second and a uniform acceleration 2 centimeter per second square in the opposite direction of its initial velocity. So we can write A equals negative 2 centimeters per second square. Why the negative sign? Because the body moves in the opposite direction of the initial velocity. Then the time elapsed from starting motion till its velocity becomes 3.6 kilometers per hour in the opposite direction also. So V equals negative 3.6 kilometers per hour in the opposite direction of starting motion's direction equals how many minutes? 60, 35, 1 or 6. So the required here is to find the time t. Again, we have V naught equals 20 centimeters per second. It is the initial velocity. And the direction of the acceleration in the opposite direction of the initial velocity. So its sign will be negative. So A equals negative 2 centimeters per second square. Also, V equals negative 3.6 kilometers per hour. Why is the negative sign? Because its velocity becomes 3.6 kilometers per hour in the opposite direction of the initial velocity. Its sign is negative. Okay. Now we have V equals the terminal velocity, the final velocity equals the negative 3.6 multiply 250 over 9, which equal negative 100 centimeters per second. We have to convert from kilometer per hour to centimeter per second, multiplying by 250 over 9. Since V equals V naught plus 80, so by substituting V equals negative 100 and V naught equals 20 centimeter per second, 20 centimeter per second here, plus A, which equal negative 2, multiply T, and from that, negative 120 equals negative 2T, and then T equals 60 seconds. But the required here is to find the time in minutes. So dividing by 60. T equals 60 divided 60 equals 1 minute, and the solution in letter C. 1 minute. Two bodies moves on the same horizontal line in the opposite directions. So we can represent this motion in this figure. We have two bodies. Body at A here and the other at B. Okay, again, two bodies moves on the same horizontal line in the opposite directions. Here it is the first direction and B in the opposite direction. If the first body, the body at A, moves from the point A with initial speed 8 meters per second. So we write V naught equals 8 meters per second. It's given. And acceleration 3 over 4 meters per second square. Here we have A equals 3 over 4 meters per second square in this direction. Okay. In the opposite direction, the second body moves from the point B with initial speed 4. Initial speed means V naught. V naught equals 4 meters per second. and acceleration 5/4 meter per second square. A equals 5/4 meter per second square. Okay, if AB, the length of AB from A to B equals 64 meter here, then the two bodies collide after how many seconds? Let the two bodies will collide after the time t. They will collide after the same time. After the same time, denoted by the symbol t. So, of course, they will cover different distance, but they will take the same time to collide. With respect to the body A, we have S equals V naught plus AT square. It's a rule. So S equals, substituting V naught equals 8. So we have S equals 8T plus half multiply 3/4. 3/4, it is the magnitude of the acceleration. 3/4 T square. So S equals 8T plus 3/8 T square. And this is equation 1. Now, with respect to the body at B, we have S, the distance will be 64 minus S. If we consider this distance from A to C equals S here. So the distance BC from B to C will be 64 minus S. Because AB, the length of AB is 64, it is given. So 64 minus S equals 40 plus half multiply A, which equal 5/4. 5/4 T square. Then 64 minus S equals 4T plus 1 multiply 5, it is 5, 2 multiply 4, it is 8T square. Now we have 64 minus S equals 4T plus 5/8T square. By adding the two equations, 1 and 2, what we get? We get S plus 64 minus S equals 64. So the left hand side will be 64. And 8T plus 4T equals 12T. And 3/8T square plus 5/8T square equals 1T square, equals T square. So T square plus 12T minus 64 equals 0. Now we will solve this equation to find T. We have T square equals T multiply T, and 64, it is positive 16 multiply negative 4, it is equal 0. So T plus 16 equals 0. It means T equals negative 16, and this answer is refused. Or T minus 4 equals 0. It means T equals 4 seconds, and the answer will be letter B here. Next question. Here we have also two cars. A car A is moving with uniform speed 15 meters per second. Here is a car A moves with uniform speed, uniform velocity, equals 15 meters per second. At the same instant, another car B here, this car, is moving from the same point from rest. So its initial velocity V naught equals 0. With acceleration 3 meters per second square in the same direction of a car A, as car A. Then the two cars meet after how many seconds? Here the two cars will move in the same direction. Of course, they will meet after the same time t, and they will meet at the same point. So they will cover the same distance s. So with respect to the first car, it's time to reach the point c, st, and the distance will be s. It is the same with respect to the car b. Time t, that same distance s. Now, we write the two cars will meet after the same time t and covered the same distance s till they meet at the point c here. With respect to the first car, it moves with uniform velocity. So s equals 15t. We know that s equals v multiply t. So s equals 15 multiply t. And this is equation 1. With respect to the car b, it moves with uniform acceleration. So we cannot use this rule. We'll use the other rule. S equals v naught t plus half at squared. Substituting s equals s here, it is unknown, and v naught equals 0. So v naught t equals 0 plus half multiply 3, it is the acceleration, t squared, implies here s equals 3 over 2 t squared, as 1 over 2 multiply 3 equals 3 over 2. So we have s equals 3 over 2 t squared. And from 1 and 2, we can substitute s equals 15t here. S equals 15t and s equals 3 over 2t squared. So 15t equals 3 over 2t squared. And from that, dividing both sides by 3 over 2, we'll get 10t equals t squared. And then t squared minus 10t equals 0. So t multiply t minus 10 equals 0. T equals 0, it's refused. And t minus 10 equals 0, it means t equals 10 seconds. And the answer will be letter D, 10 seconds.